up, YouTube? Houston here. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always, double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about how is it to get the $25,000 credit card with bad credit. Now, here's the thing about it. Everybody knows that you have the midnight hacking, and if you have bad credit, 530, 540, 550 credit scores or whatever, Navy Federal still will bless you with one of their credit cards and everything, right? Well, here's the thing about it. People are saying, well, yeah, I got a $10,000, but how do I get to $25,000, right? So here's the thing about it. Let's understand this about Navy Federal. First, their approval requirements. So that means they're looking at the amount of open accounts, their income. What helps if you're showing that you're paying rent or mortgage, that also helps. The minimum inquiries as well as the utilization. Okay, especially if you have a card with them already. If you're trying to get a higher limit credit card, you can do the automatic approval on the app so you don't get the hard inquiry. But here's the thing about utilization. I would tell you to try to get your utilization down around 9%. Okay, that's to get in their good graces, to show them that you're actually able to manage the accounts that they bless you with in the first place, right? Now, here's some things for you guys that just have high utilization and you're trying to get larger limit credit cards. You may want to look at a company called like CREDITLOAN, right? And so with CREDITLOAN, they don't focus on the credit score. A lot of times it's not income verification. Their loans go from $250 up to $40,000. You do have to have an active bank account. They have a 90% chance of approval. Not available in New York and Connecticut. Bad credit loans usually max out at $5,000. Now, the reason that I'm telling you this, because again, some of you guys, DTI, debt to income ratio, may be high. But the interesting thing with Navy Federal is this here. You may have a high utilization of DTI and they'll still work with you. And remember the first thing I told you, the one thing that they look at is accounts. So we're going to give a true breakdown of that and what type of accounts. Now, here's another thing, guys. If you're trying to chase that $25,000 credit card from Navy Federal, then, of course, you want to look at the Navy Federal Rewards, which is the Visa signature. You always want to go with the Visa signature. It's the green card. So I know you see the Apple card here, but there's a reason for that as well. Now, in reference to this Apple card, because they pull your TransUnion, okay, and Apple tends to, if you have good stated income, that's the reason I tell you guys about the household income and everything, making sure that you not only including your income, but your spouse's income. If you have income coming from one of your rooms you rented in a house, hint, hint, you may have a retirement plan, annuity, or something like that. That's classified as income. So you also have to take that into consideration to get higher limit credit cards. Now, again, with this Apple card, because it uses FICO 9, just as well as Navy Federal uses FICO 9 TransUnion. Okay? Now, here's another card, the Patel One and Two. Again, the reason that you want to use these FICO 9 cards, especially if you're chasing that $25,000 credit card with Navy Federal, the FICO 9 is the easiest credit bureau to build up on. Okay, and a lot of fintech companies, they use these here credit scores to get you approved because they're not going to do a hard inquiry on the credit report. A lot of time with the fintech companies, what they're trying to do now is instead of just looking at the credit score, they're looking at how long you've been on the job, what's your income, Also your debt to income ratio, right? So with these fintech companies, they're starting to flip the script where traditional banks, they're like, well, if your credit score ain't this, right? And they just push you out the door. With the fintech company, they're not doing it. They're like, wait a minute. It's not all about the credit score because you could have made some mistakes and you're recovering from those mistakes. So they're like, hey, we want to work with you. So some of your easier cards, that's the reason I was telling you about the Apple card, this Patel One and Two, because the Patel One goes from 300 up to 5,000. Then the Patel Two goes from 300 up to 10,000. Now, the reason that you want these type of credit cards on the file again is because you're trying to get Navy Federal, trying to show Navy Federal you're responsible enough that you can handle a $25,000 credit card, right? So, going to give you a breakdown of that. Another card that you want to possibly get on there, and it's TransUnion Pool fintech company as well, Upgrade. So they're going to pull your TransUnion FICO 9 as well. So the more accounts, more primary accounts you have on the file, definitely works in your favor, okay? So that's the reason that I'm putting at least those 3 accounts up in. And besides, this card actually turns into a loan. Now, if you have bad credit, right? If you have bad credit and you with Navy Federal, the first thing I would tell you to do is get the Nrewards, right? Because $200, give it 6 months, it turns into 2,000. Now, one of the things I'm gonna have to tell you about this here card, like when this converts over, they may automatically just give you a higher line. So, some people, they're probably just giving them an automatic 3,000 or 5,000, and then you have to wait another 6 months to get a credit line increase. That does not mean that you cannot get another one of their products, okay? That does not mean that. It's just in terms of like their rewards card, when it converts over, that you take a lot longer to get it used to be 91 days, but now some people are saying they're actually having people wait 6 months, okay, for a credit line increase. And again, the credit line increase you want to do on your phone. So you want to call them and have them unlock the automatic credit line increase, but you want to do it on your phone so you won't get the inquiry, okay? Now, here's some other things to help boost up the credit score. Even if you have bad credit, I would still tell you guys to do things to be more proactive in terms of trying to make your credit look better, right? So then you want to go to a company like Grow Credit Perch, where they use your subscriptions, car insurance, gym membership, those type of subscriptions, and report it on your credit file. Again, Navy Federal, we're going to talk about the pledge loans because, again, it's all about strategy with them in terms of what type of account. So that's the reason we're not going to get that far into that, but having an Experian boost. Removing some of your inquiries, adding an authorized user, because again, Navy Federal feeds off of FICO 9. Okay, and then of course, if you use your debit card a lot, then you have the extra debit card. You also have One Financial, it's just like extra, where they will report all your debit card transactions as well. Then you got your rental places. And that's very important as well to show, like I said, if you're able to show rent and mortgage payments on your credit file, that really helps to get you to that $25,000 card, because now they see that you're actually able to juggle multiple accounts. Now, not saying that's the only way, but it does put you in a better position, okay? So that's the reason. So don't say, oh, well, Houston says, no. Houston said that's not the only way, but it does give you better leverage, okay? Now, let's break down this. This is the meat and potatoes. When you're trying to get that $25,000 credit card with Navy Federal, okay? If you're able to do direct deposit, or making sure that you have deposits going into the personal and the savings account, I would say every week, even if it's small amounts or whatever. The more often you have if you can't have your whole check deposit from your job, then I would at least have like small amounts deposited every week into my business and savings account. Okay. Also, again, the pledge loan. Now, here's something I want you all to understand. There's two types of checking account with Navy Federal, okay? There's a couple different checking accounts with Navy Federal. They have the regular, then they have the flagship. If you're trying to go for that $25,000 credit card, then I would probably suggest you switch over to the flagship. Again, the flagship, that way it works with them better to their leverage. But hey, you're trying to get their money, so why not? Then they have the money market accounts. Then they have the savings accounts and CDs. So I would at least have a pledge loan. I would have the flagship account. I would have the savings account, and then I would either have a CD. You also can have a IRA as well, a CD or a money market account, because it's all about internal scoring. And like I said, if you're brand new to them, but you have a good credit score, then maybe off the back they'll give you, if you're able to show that one, you're setting up direct deposit. Number two is that you're showing strong pay stubs. They go off of that. So the higher your income, the more confident they are about actually giving you a higher limit. That's the reason, like I said, for some people that have gotten that $25,000 credit card and they was in the 530s, is because they showed that they had strong income. Okay? So that's what they look at. But also using this here internal scoring to your leverage. Now, understanding your internal scoring goes from 100 up to 450, right? So the thing about it, once you get above that 325, 350, then you're golden. So in order to help you do that, definitely the deposits, a pledge loan, a flagship account, just having at least 4 to 5 different accounts with them will definitely help you get to that that $25,000 credit card, okay? If that's what you want to, and also, like I said, on the other accounts, making sure that if you're going to be getting accounts, make sure they're with Visa signature, okay? Because usually Visa signature type of accounts, they start at about $5,000 as well, okay? Now, again, with utilization, if you already have a credit card with Navy Federal and you're trying to get a higher limit, your utilization really plays a factor with them, okay? Especially if it's one of their accounts. So that also helps you to get at least $25,000. Now, I'm not telling you to fabricate your application. I'm just giving you details in terms of how to leverage yourself so that you can get higher lines of credit with Navy Federal, especially if you want that $25,000, okay? Now, if you have any other questions about business credit, personal credit, business credit funding, personal credit funding, you're trying to remove some negative items off of your credit report, then click that link below and schedule one-on-one consultation, okay? So this is Houston with Three-Way Funding. Thank you.